If you're tuning in right now, you happen to be watching the world's truest source for hip hop news, black culture, sports, and of course the best reaction videos on the net. I'm talking about Kofi's Universe. If you haven't already subscribed, it's your chance to hit that button now before I hit this blunt. Bada.
YouTube salute. Beanie Sigel says that his third album, The Becoming, wasn't supposed to come out on Dame Dash Music Group. New to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit the subscribe button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So, Vlad asked Beanie Sigel about his third album and what was the process with that. So Beans had to explain to him right before he went to go do his 1 year and 1 day in jail that he already dropped the Public Enemy #1 mixtape that came out in 2004. I believe it was like the summertime. No, it wasn't summertime because I remember that was 2004. Lloyd Banks came out that summer. Um, Young Buck came out that summer. 2004 was a popping summer. But anyway, though, he dropped that mixtape and he said that that mixtape was going to do justice until he gets out of prison, and then he wanted his album to come out. It didn't go that way because the breakup between Jay and Dame, his album ended up dropping anyway, and he was mad about that. He felt like, man, what the hell? He said, I didn't care about him selling 130,000 units the first week. No, because remember at that time his album came out like a week or two after 50 Cent dropped the Massacre. So you already got 50 dropped. The Game came out with the documentary. Not to say he was caring about the competition, but he cared more about just dropping his album when he wanted to be out of jail because he wanted to promote his damn album. He like, man, what the hell y'all doing? So he felt that it hurt him in the long run. That album hurt him in the long run. He didn't like what they did because he felt like that wasn't the game plan. He did not like that at all. He also talked about the lead single for that album, which was "Feeling in the Air." Love that track. Um, that track right there, he actually, you pay attention real close. He talks about the breakup between Jay and Dame. Like he saw it. He saw it coming. He felt it. Like his intuition. His intuition, having that clairvoyance gift. A lot of people don't realize that. Your spirit speaks to you. I remember he actually elaborated on this topic a year and a half ago on Drink Champs with Nori. And he broke down, I believe it was the second verse. It was the second verse or the first verse when he was breaking it down. Then it all made sense. Like, damn, that really is. He is talking about Jay and Dame. The whole time I thought he was just talking about motherfuckers in the street. No, for real. Like, okay, you can't trust motherfuckers in the street. No, for real though, and you still can relate to it though. Like, you in the hood, you in the projects. You gotta look over your back. Your homies might be trying to out to get you, or you looking for the police to come raid your spot. I was thinking about that aspect. I never even thought about Jay and Dame until he said that. I was like, damn. So that gave me a different perspective how he broke that down. This is my thing with Jay and Dame. It's like two parents. You got two parents, and who suffers? The child suffers. So when I mean the child, as far as when you think of Benny Siegel, Memphis Bleak, Cameron, Freeway, Dipset, Young Guns, Moschino Sparks, Alan Anthony, Kanye West, they are the children of that record label, which I'm just using as an analogy of the artists are being represented because they're under that umbrella. So when the breakup happens, it's like you got artists, they're choosing who they want to go to, but sometimes it's more of you coming with me, right? You coming with me, right? You want to live with me, right? Deans didn't want to go with nobody. He felt like I'm not choosing. Y'all not gonna tell me what to do. Some people, they did choose. Some people didn't want to choose. You know, I know young Chris, Dame Dash told him to do a solo album on Dame Dash. Young Chris said, I'm not gonna do Neef like that because I'm loyal to him. We came in the game together. And remember, Neef taught Chris how to rap. So he looking like I'm not doing my boy like that. Kanye went with Jay. And everybody would have thought Kanye would have went with Dame Dash. Because Jay, don't get me wrong, he loved Kanye, but Kanye was just doing the production for Jay-Z. Dame Dash saw the talent in Kanye, so he would have thought like, okay, I'm gonna go with Dame. Shit, he went with Jay. You see what I'm saying? So it was one of those things that he felt like I don't want to pick. And he probably felt like when he got out of jail, he would have been like, all right, now I'm going to decide where my album is going to drop. Is it going to be with Jay or Dame? Or maybe he would have done like some type of joint venture so both of them can they can both push the album together. Who knows? I'm only speculating on that aspect. But yeah, please listen to the Feeling in the Air track and really pay attention to, all three verses. But at the same time, though, I don't like how they actually push the Becoming. Yes, it's a great album, but the promotion was lackluster. I ain't gonna lie to you because Beans was in jail. Yeah, Dame Dash was going on 106 Park. He was doing that. He was looking out for Beans, but Beans really didn't want him to do all that shit because it's like, bro, thank you for being down for me, but bro, I want my album to drop when I get the hell out of jail so I can promote it my way. Yeah, you looking out for me. You helping me with the State Property 2 movie, all that. He's not ungrateful, but it's more like, nah, I wanted to do it a certain way. He had a vision already. But you know how it is. Like people feel like, well, you're incarcerated, you can't do nothing. I got control over this project. Well, he did have control over the project. I feel like if Jay-Z cared about the Becoming so much, Jay-Z would have been like, man, I'll wait, or I would have helped promote that album. But Jay, at the end of the day, probably didn't even give it too much of a flying F about that project. Not to say he didn't care for Beans per se, but more like, okay, Dame, if you want to promote it, go ahead and promote it. I'll let you promote it. But I'm not gonna put my energy into it because that's probably what you want to do. And he probably felt at the same time like, well, let Beans come out. He's his own man. He can promote it when he get out. Jay probably felt that way too. And that's only on a business level. That's not being disrespectful. He probably felt like, let Beans come home and Beans can do what he wanted to do. Because even if Jay Z would have got on 106 to Park, would have got on MTV News and MTV TRL, all those top of platforms at that time in 2005, 2004, 2006, it don't matter though. Beans wanted to do it his way. He wanted a certain push from the label, but he wanted to do it his way. Post your comments below. Oak smash Black Panther, the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Stream Apps, everything's in the description. Till next time, salute.